Hello everybody. How's it going? Great. So here is my first hardware review. I'm doing things a little bit differently. I am not going full into it like all tech specs, whatever else. What I'm going to do is quickly show you what I've got, and then after you see this bit, you are then going to see me over 3 days and what my opinion is each day for the 3 days that I've used this little present that I've got myself. Because I feel like it may actually give like a proper review then, because it's not just me here sitting thrashing out after 5 minutes, do you know what I mean? So let's quickly do this, and hopefully I'm going to try and cut it down so it's not fucking like 50 minutes goddamn long, but we'll try it. So what did I get? I got this. Look at that, it's sexy. So here we go. Let's do this. I have it the right way around. So I've actually already opened this and used it, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to do a review on this because I got too excited. So I put it all back together again, or not together again even, and just so you can get a look at what it's going to look like in the box. So I got this one. See that there? Ooh, it looks awesome, doesn't it? You take out the box, and there you go. You got the drag bit there. This looks awesome. You take the box out. You have this little bit. Try not to break it. You get your manual, which is customary in everything that you get. You get your tank, which is awesome. You get a couple of coils there. One is, I think it's like 40 to 60 or something like that. Another one is 68 to 80, which is the one that I've used. And you get your usual USB. But let's be honest, who uses a USB these days? So yes, that's what you get. So the tank's a 510, so it can be used as a pod and rebuildable, which is quite good, which is half the reason I actually went for it, because if I wasn't keen on the pod system, then I could then use it as a proper actual tank, rebuildable, which is what I've been using anyway. So you can see there you've got your scratch me, make sure it's real, all the rest of it. I got this from eSig1, it was down to $39.99. And I got spare coils with it as well, which is the Voo Poo Max 80 watts, the VM6 PMP ones. So as you can see that there, it works with all PMP coils, apparently. So there's the other thing. Now the thing that I like about this is that it is, if I get it, it's magnetic, so it just pops on like that, which is awesome. You've got your part there at the bottom. There you go. Just to get your coil, literally pop it in. I got one for the sister-in-law. Not this one, but another one. The Argus that was recommended to me by Ian Above the Clouds. Cheers, mate. So I got that for her, and she's loving it. It's the same kind of design. It's really easy. It's really simple for someone that's going to be a beginner and doesn't know a lot, obviously, about like rebuildables and all the rest of it. So if I get some liquid here, I'm going to show you this properly. So at the bottom here is this little rubber part. This little rubber bit opens. You can see there, and that is how you put the juice in. Alright, so get it properly. I'm trying to do this quickly, which is a pain in the ass. So you just slip it in there, like that. And it'll fill up nicely. Lovely, 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 lovely. It's quite a big tank, which is great, so it should last a while anyway. Usually you do have big tanks that way. And I'm not like compulsory for the chain breaker, so yeah, probably lasts a lot longer with me. So if I get rid of all the sticky mess that I've just bloody made, behave yourself. And there you go. So that's the tank full, and obviously because the coil is sitting where it's sitting, it will not leak. Ideal, right? So then you just pop that back on. Awesome. Now, as for this, oh, I just love the look of this thing. Look at it. It's sexy looking, isn't it? So the drag part comes off. Again, it's magnetic. It takes two 18650s, which is great as well. So if I just make sure I'm putting them in the right bloody bit, that would help, wouldn't it? So just pop those in. Fairly standard. Yeah, you got your little thing there, you got your little ability to pull them out, it's awesome. Like it says, magnetic. So it just pops on, and then it'll come up. Now, I've got mine set at 65 watts at the minute. I did have a bit of an issue when I first turned it on, when I tried to put it up to like 70 watts to get to max power, but I think it's just because I've not fiddled about the settings. Like I said, I've not really used it. There you go. So we've got airflow at the bottom there as well. It's up to you what you do with that. Turn it on. See, I've just put it back on as well until on to 30 watts. So that's the problem that I had. I was getting 60 watts and it was saying max power. The coils, you can get them on eSig1 and it's £13.49 and it's for 5 coils. It's for the high power ones with a 1.5. So you can get that. So set at 65. Got your fire button, as you can see there. Your 2 buttons there to move around with the menu and turn up the wattage. So that is literally like, just take it out of the box, put it together, and that's you're set to go as long as you've got the correct coils. The other coil that came with it is, like it says, 40 to 60, and that's good if you're not wanting a lot of cloud and things like that and not wanting a lot of flavour. I probably recommend that you use the 1.5 coil and do what I did and just get the other coils on top of it. So if you're doing that, then in total it should cost you £53 roughly to get the two things that I got, which was the mod tank and the coils. Amazon 1 to 3 day delivery. It took 3 days for me. So, but that's because we have a hell of a time bloody getting things delivered in the islands for some stupid bloody reason. God's sake, get a Geppy yourself. So yeah, the next part you'll see is me using it properly, but I'll give it a shot just there. It's smooth. There's a lot of great flavour in it as well. Simple, really. It's not. It probably looks like it could be quite big. I have got small hands. It's not that big. It's not that heavy, even with the two 18650s in it. I can carry it about in my pocket and it's not that big and bulky. It's very slimline as well, so probably pretty ideal for most people. So there we go. You'll see me in the next part for the next day. Hello guys. So it's gonna be a quick one because I have to get to work. So yeah, used it last night. It was no bother. I had no issues with leaking, no issues with flavour. The batteries lasted for ages. There's still plenty of charge right up until when I woke up there. Keep in mind I didn't use it obviously a lot because I was working a 12-hour shift. I think I only filled up the tank twice. Like, it takes quite a while for the liquid to actually go down. Just filled it up again there. So far no issues. So far it's been really easy, a bit of a delight actually, just to be able to carry it around. There's no heavy bulkiness, and compared to my keep it ages, that actually feels heavier. And I think because it's not slim, it's quite bulky like out of the way, so it feels heavier and harder to carry as well. So if you had a vibrate there, it's just the missus messaging me. So yeah, with no issues with it so far. The coil's still, it's fine. And considering I always have an issue with stock coils, I feel like you don't get that good enough flavour off of it, and that they don't really last as long either. So it's good that they have. Yeah, no issues with it. It's been great. It's been a delight to use so far, and I will catch you in the next bit. So this is day 2, I think it's day 2, is it? I don't know. Yeah, so still been going fine. There's the only thing that I don't particularly like about it is the condensation. I don't know if you're gonna notice it there. But see if you look at it in there. It's condensation. I'm not entirely chuffed with that, but with the type of tank it is, it's not, doesn't feel like glass to me, you know. It feels like Pyrex or whatever it's called. And obviously with it's a bottom airflow as well, so the condensation things are going to build up, and that's fine. Still no leaking, still no issues with the coils, which I'm obviously surprised about. I'm considering, like I said in the last part, I don't like stock coils usually, but it's changed my mind. It's changing my mind. I might just leave the stock coils in it. If they weren't so expensive, like £13, and that's them on deal as well. For stock coils, considering if you just use rebuildable coils, it's a lot cheaper with your cotton and your coils and things like that, and you can just build them from home. But it is handy in a sense, if a coil goes, you just pop one in and then off you go, and that's it done. But yeah, I have had no issues with it. It's still going good. Battery life's still great. Colour's still good. Flavour's still great. Flavour is really nice actually. So yeah. I've had no issues with it whatsoever. So yeah, I'm fairly impressed. Definitely. So yeah, I'll see you in the next part. So I've had no issues with it so far. I'm pleasantly surprised. And I'll see you tomorrow. Last part, day 3. Hello again. So I nearly forgot to record a video, so I'm I'm quickly doing this before I go back to work again. And again, say I have had again no issues. Like I said in the last part, I'm pleasantly surprised how well the coils are lasting with the flavour and things like that. They've obviously come on quite a long way with stock coils since I've last used them. Either that or I was buying shit ones. You decide. So again, I've had no issues with it. And I think considering the price with it being on eSig1 at the moment for $39.99, it's pretty much a bargain actually. It's so easy to use, especially for beginner. It's something that's not too expensive and that isn't going to scare you away with the technological side of things. It's definitely ideal, and I think it's definitely something people should consider, especially for first time vaping. So yeah, and I just noticed, you can see little post-it notes that I've got scattered around the place. I'm a bit of a romantic soul, so when the other half woke up this morning, I'd left her little post-it notes everywhere telling her how much I loved her. Look at that, look at that, I'm just awesome me. And she's left them up for decoration, which is fine. So yeah, really happy with it. I realised I forgot to say it is the Voo Poo Drag 2 Refresh Edition. And that's what it's under on eSig1. And just give you another look. There you go. And again, how awesome is that? So there you go. I've rabbled on for the last 3 days. I'll give you an update over the last few days. Or maybe give one in like a week or 2. I don't know. We'll see. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Bye!